So here we are at Awesome Kids All the Time for this week, and we're going to talk about a really important subject.
Yes.
To allowance or not to allowance?
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
I don't get paid for making my bed.
No, you don't. Well, you sort of do, but it's a long story.
It's all your money.
Yeah, it's all my money anyway. So what's mine is mine, and what is yours is mine. No, it goes that way.
Yeah, it goes the other way.
Doesn't go the other way. All right, so let's talk about allowances. So allowance is different than chores. We get a lot of parents that ask us, do we give our kids an allowance or don't we give them an allowance? Okay, we absolutely have to give kids chores, but you don't pay kids for chores.
Right.
Now, an allowance, there's two places you can drop out on this. Number one is you can just give your kids money every week or once a month, and you decide how much money that is, $20 a week or $40 a week or whatever you decide that you want to do. Now, if you go that route, what I'm going to suggest to you is this. Teach them how to spend money appropriately, right? Mm-hmm. If you don't have that conversation, don't just hand them money, because you're just, I don't know what you're doing. You're paying them to be children in your house, or you're going to teach them how to be on welfare someday. Here's money, no strings attached. You know, what you want to do is you want to say, okay, let's say it's $20 a week. The first $2 goes to the church, goes to the tithing, and have them take two $1 bills. And on Sunday, when that plate comes by, they drop it in, right? Yeah. And you say, that's number one. So you're teaching to that. Number two, the second $2 goes into a savings account. So go to a bank. Most banks will allow you to have a savings account for a child, and there's no fees, no penalties, no nothing on it. It just collects, 0.000.2 interest in it, right? Mm-hmm. So have them put the $2 in that, but have them watch how their bank account will grow over time. The other $16, it's up to them how they want to spend it. Now, the smaller the child,
right? There's some oversight.
There's some oversight from mom and dad. But if they want to go out and buy a new pair of shoes or some sort of, thing, and they've got the money, then you say, well, it's your money. You've tithed. You've got savings. You can spend this money how you wish. So you teach into that.
It teaches some great lessons in, well, I want something that costs $20 and I only have 14, so I'm going to have to save for a little bit for that. I think what you said about having them put the money in the plate is so important. Mm-hmm. A little thing like putting a tithe in the plate helps them take ownership of their church. But is there a danger in just handing kids money?
Well, sure. If you just hand them money, they think that money falls from the sky, or they're owed the money somehow. And they don't have an appreciation. If you're just given something, you don't place any worth in it. All right. That's true across the board with anything in life. If you're just the worst stories out there are people who just won gazillions of dollars in the lottery. Right. It almost always ends in a train wreck. Why? Because they didn't earn it. They were just handed it. Okay, so same thing with the kids. So again, I think you want the kid to earn the money. What we did over the years was not just hand the child a $20 bill. We gave them extra jobs to do that weren't chores where they could earn money.
Right.
So things such as you could go out and vacuum out dad's car. You could wash dad's car when you got old enough. You could do the rims on dad's car. You could go out and clean up and straighten up the garage. You had a bunch of jobs inside the house for kids to make extra money. And the kids, one of the things the kids learned through that was they would come and say to you, hey, do you have any extra jobs I can do for money?
Yeah.
Right? Because they knew that if they worked, they'd get paid. And I was pretty generous, right? If I wanted to put a little extra money in their pocket, they'd spend a half an hour straightening up my garage. I'd give them $50. Right. Now, they're not going to get paid $100 an hour out in the real world to go out and clean up garages. If they do, that's a great job. But I wanted to be generous with them. Same things applied, though. $5 goes into the plate, $5 goes into the bank. The other $40 is yours to spend.
And one little quick warning with this. There's a lot of things that we try to turn into punishment that don't fit. An allowance, again, can't be used as a punishment. Like, behave in the store or you're not going to get your allowance this week. We're bribing our children then.
Yeah, that's
the different. Allowance is the allowance. It just is a standalone thing. Don't try and link it to behavior or, now you can link it to a job well done.
Yep.
Because especially in the house, the jobs I had that they could do for money, if they did a really lousy job, I was not as generous as you.
Right. So if we had which side do the Scheibners fall on? Just give them the money or have it attached to a job. It's way over here attached to a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. We think there's a lot of benefit.
Absolutely. And we have seen that our kids are hard workers.
So allowance is not chores. Nope. So don't just give them money for chores. Mm-hmm. If you want to give them money, teach them how to spend it, but attach it to a job. We think that's probably better.
Yep.
All right, this has been your Awesome Kids All the Time moment. I'm Dr. Steve.
And I'm Megan.
And remember, if you want more, go to the store, characterhealth.com. allowance.store. Well, thanks for watching that clip on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our weekly content. See you soon.